everyone, welcome back, and this is Naveen from UI Brains. So last class we have actually discussed about how to perform a custom API with the fetch, okay? And now we also made a design in the last class, okay? So now what we have to do is, so using this design and using that fetch API, we're gonna make a complete application now. So see here, uh, I have all these four buttons. So when I click on get, I need to fetch data from a server, post request, put and delete. So here what is the server I'm going to use is the same server which we have made in the previous videos, the same Node.js server. So if you want to see that, see Express server, I have opened that in terminal and I think I have already started. Yeah. So I have started that. I tell you, I just start again. Okay. Okay, let's start that again. So what you do, select that. You need to open that in terminal. How to start? npm start. So it starts your custom Node.js server. So it is started at the address call 3000. So now your Express server is up and running. So using this server, for this server only, we're gonna perform get, post, put, and delete. Okay. Now back to here. When I click on get, I need to fetch data from this server and display. If you can recollect what was the URLs. So for get request is http colon slash slash 127.0.0.1 colon 3000 slash API slash employees, right? That's for get request. And even for post request is same. And then for put request is actually you need to provide the ID, so slash colon ID, and for delete request same. Okay, so these are the URLs. So let's make these URLs for buttons. Now first of all, back to watch. When I click on this get button, gets data. So get button in HTML, we have get btn, copy that. Back to app.js. So let's make get button. So let's get button is equal to, so document dot query selector of hash this one, and get button dot add event listener of click comma one function. Okay, so now here, um, when you click on this get button, I need to fetch data. So you can fetch data means you need to have a URL. So before that, I'll make a URL. So let's server URL is equal to, let's make here, I think it's directly http colon slash slash 127.0.0.1 colon 3000 slash API. Okay, fine. And let's make it our own URL. So let's URL is equal to, let's make a backtick server URL slash employees. Okay, up to API now slash employees. Okay, we got a URL. So now let's call the fetch API. So now here we already made in brain HTTP all this, but here we don't need to create an object. Um, if we don't need to create an object, let's make these methods as static so that you can call them directly. So static, this is gonna be the static. You can make them static methods so that you don't need to create an object. This is static and this is also static. Okay, fine. So now here directly brain HTTP, but I have to import it. Let's do that. Import brain HTTP from my API .js. I got the brain HTTP. So directly what I do is brain HTTP dot get request. So here the URL. But this get is actually returns a promise. So how to call that? Dot then and dot catch like this. And for dot then you have function, and dot catch also you have a function. So dot then you will get actually the data directly. So let me do a console.log of data. Okay, and if any error, so let's make console.error of error. So that's it. You can call it like this way. Now let's see what is coming in a console log. Back to here, let me open inspect console, and when I click on this get button, I got an array of 2 records. Okay, and this array of employees I wanted to display on my table. So what I do is, let's make let employees is equal to the data. Okay, fine. And this, I don't want to write the logic over here. Let's create a separate function to do that. Okay, or else actually instead of doing this much, can we take out this to a separate function? Because when I make a put request also I want to display, when I make a delete request also I want to display. So let's do one small change. um, so display employees. Okay, so let's display employees is equal to an arrow function. Okay, and so here I do one thing, I just cut everything, I'll keep it inside. Okay, and then I just call it display employees. That's easy. But actually it's not just simply display, right? It's gonna fetch data. So do one thing, fetch employees. That's perfect. Name done. So when I click on the button, it's call a function called fetch employees, and that will perform actually a get request. I got data employees, and this employees loop it and display on your table. So for let employee of employees, you will repeat, loop over the each number of employees, and let's create a table row. So let employee rows an empty string. Now employee rows plus is equal to, let's make each row here. So let's make a table row and then slash table row. So in this you need to write a table data. So what was the data? So ID, first name, last name, Gmail, gender, IP address. So let's make an ID, that is just employee dot ID. Let's make multiple data. This is first underscore name, and this is last underscore name. This is gonna be the email. It's not Gmail, okay, it is email. uh, Email, and this is gender, and this is IP underscore address. Okay, so we made it and display this on a table body. So table body, we have an ID, table minus body. So here after for loop, so document dot query selector of hash table body dot inner HTML is equal to table rows. Sorry, employee rows. Okay, so this is the function to fetch and display data on a table. Okay, and now check back to here. When I click on get, yes, I got a data. Okay, looks good. So let's make a post request. Post request is just to create a new employee object. So what I do is, let's click on a post button below all this. So post button, let's post button is equal to document dot query selector of hash ID. ID is post btn. Let's paste it. Yeah, so post button dot add event listener of click comma one function. So here let's make a post request here itself. but we need to create a data or employee object. So let's new employee is equal to an object which contains first name. First name is Rajan and last name is Jain, and email is gonna be the rajan@gmail.com, and uh, gender is gonna be the male, and IP address is going to be 127.0.0.1. Okay, we have made an employee, and but we need to have a URL. So let's the URL is same as get. So let me copy the URL, and the URL is going to be server URL/employees because we have a URL same. Fine. So we got URL, we got new employee. Let's call a post request. So what you do is, so brain HTTP dot post, it expects URL and data. So URL is URL and data is going to be the our new employee, and this returns again a promise because post returns a new promise. So you have to call that as like this, dot then dot catch. Okay, so for dot then you will be having one function and call catch. Okay, and here I will get actually data. I just make console.log of data. So and then after you create a new employee, I call another function called fetch employees, because this is going to create a new object, but on the UI I want to display data with newly created employee also. So I call fetch employee again, so it will fetch data back so that new data also will display on a page. Fine. If any error, that's quite simple. Let's make a console.error of error. That's it. This is gonna be the post request. So let's see the post request now. Back to here, get, you got two records. When you click on post, we need to create a Rajan. It's okay. Let's make click on post. Yes, I got Rajan Jain. And if you see a server logs, see post request has been received, and immediately get also received. What is get is fetch users. Okay, so after post, fetch. So I got three records now on the here. Okay, and server also three records. Now one more thing is, when I click on put, I want to update something. What I want to update is, I want to update this John's email ID and IP address. Okay, so both IP addresses are same. So let me modify this. So put request. So put request means you have to click on a button. So what was the ID for the button is put btn. Copy that. Come down here. So put button. Okay, so here let's put button is equal to, so document dot query selector of hash put button. So put button dot add event listener of click comma one function. Okay, so we will finish off this put and delete request in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll meet in the next video. Thank you.